Welcome back, guys. This is the MMA Neighborhood. I'm Devin.
And I'm Steven.
And we are going over the post of UFC 305. Adesanya taking on Duplessis. It was Duplessis for the middleweight title, baby. It was a good one. Lots to go over. First, you know, we always got to start with the famous Steven prelims.
Now, there were some pretty good prelims. Did you see any, Devin?
Not really.
Okay, well, I'll just go over a couple. Jack Jenkins versus Herbert Burns. Dude, Jack Jenkins was busting homeboy up. Like, he was really giving him the sauce, you know what I'm saying?
I think I seen the end of this one, actually. Wasn't he leg kick? He leg kicked him to death? Was this one like a...
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was kind of an embarrassment. I think this is Gilbert Burns' relative, I mean.
Yeah, it's his brother, Herbert. Yeah,
so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Herbert Burns like fourth loss in a row.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Yeah, he got beat down. I did see the leg kicks. It's pretty nasty, bro. So
yeah,
bye Herbert, I guess.
Yep. And then my girl, who I shouted out in the preview, Casey O'Neill, dominated like I thought she would.
She got done, huh?
She got it done. It's a unanimous decision, but it was just great to see her fuck someone up.
Yeah, then she was coming off a loss too, right? She had like an
2
injury.
losses.
She had an injury, came back, wasn't doing so well.
Yeah, she got injured, 2 losses, and now she's back in the win column. I'm super happy for her. And then, yeah, some shit went down with the Junior Taffa fight, but I didn't see it because I was on my way to your house, Devin.
I think he tapped, but he was screaming. The ref thought he was verbally tapping.
Yeah.
So, but I think he got in the guy. I think he tried to hit the guy after the fight was over too. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, he got a little hot up in there.
Got a little spicy?
A little spicy, but I think he's got to accept the loss, even if it wasn't a verbal tap or not. The ref stopped it, unfortunately. So, we'll see where he goes. I like Taffa brothers, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but now let's get to the main card, right?
That's what we're all here for. 305. Let's go.
Performance of the night. Lee Jingaling versus Carlos Prats.
The Leech Jingaling did not show up that night, did he? He freaking ate some nasty ones.
He really tried getting it. He always shows hard.
Yeah.
Lee always shows hard. Like, no problem. But I did, like, you went for Lee, I went for Carlos. He was kind of like a known name for us, but he's coming up. Man, I was super impressed with him.
Carlos looked dangerous, bro. That guy had striking. Lee's a striker, and he made Lee look bad. He threw some good combinations, and I think it's the first time Lee's been put out by a knockout. So, Carlos Uber, is that what's his name? Carlos
Prats?
Prats, damn way off. There's an Uber too, so I'm mixing them up. Carlos Prats looks good, looks dangerous. I love to see some new blood up in the game, and I think he looks freaking good to watch. You know, you have to follow him. Keep an eye on him, man.
Yeah, so
but you did get that one. He got that one.
Man, I think it would be a dope fight. I don't know if he's booked yet, but Carlos versus Jeff Neal.
Yeah, I like that. That one's hot. Let's get it.
But granted, Carlos is unranked or not ranked, and Jeff Neal's at rank 10. So kind of a bit of a jump. Maybe he's probably going to get another unranked guy. So we'll see what happens with him next.
Yeah, there's a lot of welterweights right now, man. So it's a heavy division right now. A lot of sharks, but he looks like he can hang in there. We'll see what he gets.
I like the fact that the welterweight division is not so wrestle heavy anymore.
Yeah,
there's strikers coming in the game in the welterweight. So I'm really excited about that, though.
Yeah, it's got a great mix of different types of styles. So I'm liking it too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And now we're gonna go.
Hold on, your boy No Name freaking won the title now. And
wait, what'd you say?
No, Bilal Muhammad. My bad, I forgot his name.
Oh my God,
he's the new champ.
I'm trying to move on to the next fight, and you're talking shit over there. Look at this fucking guy.
I just want to say, I think Shavkat might get that next fight. Just want to throw it out there.
Okay, Shavkat can take the next fight.
Right,
he's going to take his first fucking L.
Oh.
Let's go. You want to talk that shit, homie?
Let's go, baby.
Come on.
Let's go. What you got?
Nah, but now we're going to move the heavyweight. Tai Tuivasa, who you picked, versus Rosenstruck, who I picked. It was a via split decision. It was a good fight.
Split decision. That shit was funny. Actually, Tai Tuivasa got worked, didn't do shit. I owe Steven a shoey. I'm pretty depressed about it.
That's right.
Tai didn't do nothing. He was sloppy, and Rosenstruck was just picking his shots and made it look easy. But one judge somehow scored all 3 rounds to Tai Tuivasa, which is crazy.
Which is why I said it was a close fight as sarcasm.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that dude on? And after, I think it was after that fight, that judge got relieved.
Yeah, I think it was like the first time ever, or one of the only times that a judge has been released after judging a fight and not able to finish the rest of the night. So that was pretty awkward for him, huh?
Well, what I'm curious is this now like a new thing? Are they going to have extra judges on standby just in case a judge makes a stupid call like that?
Yeah, I didn't even know they had extra judges. So.
This is like you said, this is the first time. So, do you think this is like this was the first card that had a spare judge chilling in the wings, and it was like Dana White was like, "Fuck this fool, trade him in."
Yeah, I would hope so. I think it sends out a message to all these judges, not fucking calling things right. And for him to give, I want Tai Tuivasa to win. So but even I was like, that's so foolish, you know. His 30-27, he gave every round to Tai Tuivasa, and Tai didn't win a round. I mean, maybe one was closer, but he didn't win anything. The guy got spanked. Yeah, I think he's on a 4-fight losing streak now. It's looking bad for Tai. I wouldn't be surprised if the UFC cuts him, bro, after that one.
Well, like I said, he's on the tail end of his career, which you heavily denied in the preview. Would you say that I was right, Devin? I would like to hear that.
You're right. You'll get that one from me.
It's a good day.
Yeah, you'll get that one from me, bro. Well, who's Rosenstrike? I don't know. Tai, like I say, he's probably going to cut, but who's Rosenstrike fight next?
Well, let's take a peek at the UFC rankings.
Some heavyweight boys, some big boys up in there. A lot of these guys are booked right now, but, you know, Rosenstrike's been on a good win streak. I think 2 fights.
Rosenstrike's ranked 9 now.
Okay.
I just can't remember everyone that he's fought. Has he fought Sergey?
No, I don't think he has. That's a great pick, bro.
Sergey.
I wouldn't mind Curtis Blades either, but I'm not sure if
Curtis Blades just got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, he probably needs a little more time.
Yeah, Sergey's a good one. That's a fire fight. I'll go with that.
Well, let's go run it. Dana, you heard us.
Sergey Rosenstrike. Right. Let's get it.
Now let's go for the fight of the night. Gamrot, who you picked, versus Dan Hooker. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You switched sides. That's right.
Yeah, he sold me on this one.
Versus Dan Hooker. What did I tell everybody?
The Hangman came through, baby. You switched my mind. I'm glad I went with your decision. The Hangman looks solid. This was a banger of a fight. The first round, both got knocked down.
Yes.
Crazy. Then the second, third round, very competitive. The whole fight was very competitive. This was a split decision win. I was leaning towards Hooker. He was doing the more damage. And, you know, Gamrot was going pussy boy, hold on to his legs for dear life.
Well, yeah, he wasn't really doing much with the takedowns that he did get. But I think this is something, I might have said this in the preview, but I don't think I did. But I was surprised with Gamrot's striking. Like, he was able to land on Hooker pretty nicely, man. And he did show a pretty decent amount of power in those punches.
Yeah, he was able to drop Hooker early. It was good to see Hooker weathered it, came back, dropped Gamrot right back down. It was very competitive. Gamrot did show some good hands, but I think it kind of faded throughout the fight. His hands, he started just going back to his wrestling ways, and it didn't work out this time. And now we got Hooker on, I think, a 3 or 4 fight win streak. I think a 3-fight win streak, and he's knocking at the door for a title contender fight. He's called out my boy McGregor. He ain't gonna get no McGregor, baby. Oh my God! But you know, I do want to see him fight for a title contender fight. I think he's definitely done some work now, and he deserves a top 5 guy. Who would he fight next, though? Is the question.
So look, Islam is hurt, hand injury, not fighting. We have Arman Sharushigin. I don't know. He's not plugged for anyone. Charles Oliveira. Well, apparently Dana White. I don't know if you've seen this news recently. I think it was today or yesterday that Dana White said he has big news containing Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, those 3.
Yeah, that's awesome news. I can't wait to hear about my boy McGregor.
So I don't know.
And Chandler, we've been waiting for that one.
Look, Charles Oliveira might be fighting Dan Hooker. Maybe that's the big fucking news. Who knows?
I don't know. That would
be
pretty crazy.
So we're gonna see. We're gonna find out. So I think it's kind of hard to pick who he should fight, but. You know, then there's Justin Gaethje at 3, but he said he's not going to fight for like a year after that Holloway fight because he wants to recoup his brain. And then Dustin Poirier 4. They already fought. Dan Hooker and Dustin Poirier, they already fought, which was a banger. So I think Dan Hooker kind of needs to
wait it out. Huh?
If the big news is Dan Hooker's fighting Charles Oliveira, cool. I don't know if Arman would fight Dan Hooker.
I think Armin's fighting Charles Oliveira, bro. I think that's
that could be they could run it back.
I'm pretty
they
sure
might be running it back. I don't know, because personally I thought Charles Oliveira won that fight.
Yeah,
Whatever.
they needed 5 rounds of that fight. It was a 3-rounder. It was close. I think it deserves a rematch. It was a very close fight. And Hook, man, I think he should fight the winner of Moicano and Benoit de Saint Denis. I think that's who he should fight next, because those guys are also, or at least Moicano's been doing really good too. And if Moicano wins that one, I think Hooker should fight him.
But that's rank 11 Moicano and rank 12 Benoit. And Dan Hooker's 5. Right. He just came back. He just got from 10 or 11, ranked 10 or 11 to 5. I don't know if he's going to want to fight down this soon, right after he just got back into the top 5.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's kind of limbo. There's not really someone ready, available for him right now.
I think we have to wait to see how the top 5 kind of works out. Because, look, the fucked up thing is Dustin Poirier. He's ranked number 4. He says he's going to come back for one more fight.
Yeah.
That's what he says. But
I don't know if it'll be for Hooker again.
Well, yeah, no way. Because I don't think if he wants to do one more fight, I assume it's going to be someone new overall. I don't think he's going to want to do a rematch. It's obviously not going to be McGregor. It's obviously not going to be Dan Hooker. So I don't know who Dustin Poirier fights at, even him, So I think Dan Hooker kind of has to sit and wait,
Yeah, he's got to sit and wait. But besides the point, it was a great fight. Fight of the night, banger, loved it. Hooker's looking good, and I can't wait to see him fight again.
Yes, sir.
Well, we got the co-main event of the evening.
There you go, baby.
Let's go, baby. We had the flyweights on display.
Yes.
We had some high-ranked guys. We had Kai Kara-France, we like to call Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Taking on Steve. I don't know his last name. Ursig. Dude, okay, Steven, go ahead and take this one from me. I picked wrong. I almost got convinced by you. I should have took your advice. What happened?
Like I said, I was kind of going for the people that have been on a kind of like a little bit of a skid this fight card. With Casey O'Neill, she was on a 2 fight losing streak. I've had a feeling she was going to come back and win, in which she did. And I also had the same feeling with Cobra Kai, Kara-France. I had a feeling, because look, yes, he was on a little bit, he lost to Marino, but that's fine. I thought he was going to beat Marino, but whatever.
Yeah, Marino's a beast, dude.
He is a beast. But, the only messed up thing is I didn't see Steve Ursig fight Pantoja, so I didn't get that kind of... I didn't fall... I don't want to say fall for it, but I didn't fall into his, I don't want to say bandwagon either,
Fall in love with him. Okay,
yeah, I didn't fall in love with him. Yeah. Thank you.
It's okay, bro. I did. I fell for it. I was sold by it. Steve looked fucking amazing against Pantoja and did nothing against Kai. Kai did a nice overhand right to an overhand left and cracked him on his ass, bro.
Dude, he dropped him so... look, no, I just think Steve was a little hesitant. I don't know how he started versus Pantoja. Did he start a little slow in that fight?
I can't remember, but all I know is Kai came in hot, dude. Kai came in hot, bro.
Well, he's been out for a little while, you know, and look, I had all the faith in Cobra Kai, and I'm so happy with the result. Shout out to Steve Ursig. I guess you had a great title fight, and this does set you back a little bit, but I think Steve will be back. All I've heard, and granted, a lot of people were picking Steve Ursig over Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
a lot of people apparently, and I guess I was one of the few. But whatever.
Well, like I said, Cobra's been a little losing streak, a little slump, but he came in hot. It kind of reminded me of Chandler versus Hooker, dude. He just came in with overhand and freaking blew his ass down, dude, and just finished him.
He was doing good with the footwork, switching stances as he was punching.
Yeah. So it really caught him off guard, that switch of stance. That was freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, he was doing great things with his movement, with his striking. He was adjusting during the first round. He read Steve Ursig pretty damn well, and it ended in the first round.
Yeah.
There's nothing, what more do you want?
Oh, that's all I wanted, baby. Or I didn't want that outcome, but I like Kai, so all props to him, dude. He came in, he did his job. He made it look easy against a top guy. He might have the title fight next. I don't know. I think that's worthy. I think he looked great. I'd love to see Kai take on Pantoja next. That's my pick for his next fight.
That's my pick as well.
Yeah.
What next, Evan?
It's time for the main event of the evening. We have the Stylebender, former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya, taking on the current middleweight champion Dricus Du Plessis. And this was for all the African blood, baby. This was good, man. There's a lot of bad blood between these guys. There's a lot of hype, and it didn't it showed up, bro. It was good. It didn't disappoint. Is what I was trying to get out.
Yeah.
Did not disappoint. This was a great fight, and Israel looked good, dude. Israel looked really good. He was wrecking Dricus. He was hitting with some nasty body shots. It looked like Israel was gonna get his belt back.
Can I ask you a question? What did you have the round count? Like, who was winning what rounds going into the fourth? I had it 2-1, Izzy.
Same here. I think Dricus won the second. Izzy had 1 and 3 and was winning the fourth, and it was looking good for Izzy. But you cannot sleep on Dricus, dude. I've counted him out. He took my boy Whitaker out. I was disappointed.
I called that fight.
I thought Strickland was gonna beat him. It didn't happen, even though I think he won. Strickland won, but Izzy somehow didn't pull it off either, man. It was crazy because he was really killing Dricus. He was hurting him bad. He's giving him everything he had.
Dude, I've never seen Izzy do such hard power shots to the body.
Body yaddy, baby.
Dude, the body yaddy yaddy yaddy.
Yeah, it was nice work. Body work was great. Everything looked great. And I did get quiet worse. I was talking shit during the fight, but I called Steven that morning. I said he's gonna get choked out by rear naked stroke. Rear naked stroke, I like to call it.
Dude, he did. And he was. I'm not gonna lie, Devin did say that.
I said he's gonna get rear naked stroke, and I'm saying it throughout the whole fight. Then it got quiet. And Steve says, "You got quiet, bro. You got quiet." And
all that shit talking stopped, huh?
And then I was able to get loud again, baby.
Now look, I said, "Oh, you stopped all that shit talking, huh?" 10, 15 seconds later, Izzy got submitted. I couldn't believe it.
It was a spectacle, man. It was pretty wild. Dricus came out throwing these haymakers, and Izzy got kind of caught with one, but turns his back against the cage, and then Dricus goes for the takedown, drags him to the ground, takes the neck, and Izzy taps. It didn't take much, bro.
I didn't understand why he was running away when he could have just dipped down and side. Why didn't you use your footwork right there to kind of get out of it? I just granted, I'm an outsider looking in. It's always going to be different in that perspective, and that's fine. But within my perspective, I'm still fucking wondering, why didn't you use your footwork right there? Why were you running away? I know you got hit with a couple, but why turn your back and run instead of dipping down, side shifting, and countering? I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right, Steve. I think even Izzy said at the end, he's like, I made a little mistake, and I think he's talking about that. You don't turn your back. It's what happens, especially a guy that's a grapple heavy. He's a pressure heavy guy, which I said pressure is going to win it, Izzy had the pressure early on, and then once he ran backwards, he lost, and Dricus came at him fast with some haymakers, and Izzy gave up his back. It was a bad move from Izzy. I know he doesn't feel bad about it because he did put on a great show, and I thought he was gonna retire. I thought Izzy was gonna. He took off his gloves. I thought it might be in the end of the career, but he said he ain't fucking going nowhere, right? And he gave Dricus all the props. They squashed their beef in the cage. It was a great fight. Dricus came back. You gotta give him credit. He fucking came back. He was really getting hurt in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, you could see after the first round, I think you could see the kind of wear and tear on Du Plessis a little bit. And, as the fight, after the third, I was like, dude, it's Izzy's. This is a wrap.
Yeah, I thought it was about a wrap. He was about to wrap it up, too.
It was unfortunate, but I'm not one to count Dricus out. Because I'm, I called him beating Whitaker. I called him beating Strickland,
But you couldn't go against your boy on this one.
But, it's unfortunate that Izzy had to make that mistake. And like you said earlier, Izzy looked phenomenal. He was in that power stance. He was ready for the takedowns. Dricus only got 4 takedowns out of 9. And he didn't do too much damage on the ground. He did some.
Yeah, it was more of a control thing. It was more to slow down Izzy's pace that he's putting on him. Dricus,
he had 2 submission attempts.
It's crazy because he looks tired. The place looked tired, and somehow he's still coming at you.
Yeah.
And he's a wild beast, bro. He's unorthodox. He doesn't look the cleanest fighter out there, but somehow he's winning these fights with just pure grit and will.
Yeah.
And hats off to him for keeping his belt on his waist, man. I mean, Izzy, I want to see Izzy fight again. I think he looked great. It would be interesting to see who you think he should fight next, though, Steve.
Well, the thing is, let me pull up the middleweight. The thing is, everyone is saying that Israel Adesanya should fight the dude that just knocked out or fucked up Jared Cannonier. Barrio, I don't know.
Oh yeah, the Brazilian guy.
Yeah, that's I think they're calling them the Fighting Nerds or something like that.
Yeah, the Fighting Nerds are.
I don't know what that is.
It's a new MMA gym, and they're killing it. Everybody in that gym right now is winning fights. So they're.
Oh, that's right. Carlos Pratt, the first fighter, Carlos.
Yeah, he was in it too, huh?
He's in the Fighting Nerds.
Yeah,
that's
there's
right.
a lot of good guys in there, honestly, and that dude looked really good this weekend against Cannonier. Really good. And I would love to see that fight. I don't think Israel's going to come back that fast to fight him. I wouldn't mind seeing Brendan Allen fight Israel because he's doing pretty well he's doing pretty well too. And the French guy, Imanov, would be a good one as well.
Nazardine Imanov?
Yeah.
So,
I think there's a good stylistically good matches for Israel.
So Israel's ranked 2 now. Whitaker's fighting Hazmat. Nazardine's 4. And the... what is it? Science Nerds, Study Nerds? What is it?
Fighting Nerds.
The Chow that just beat up Cannonier. He's ranked 5 now. So I think either Izzy fights ranked 4, the French, or ranked 5, the Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see him fight Fresh Blood. He's been rematching so many guys, and he just fought Fresh Blood, but I want to see him fight another Fresh Blood. I like to see him fight some new guys to get a chance at him. And let's just see when Izzy comes back. I don't know if he's gonna be back right away. The middleweight division is getting hot because we got some new contenders coming in there mixing it up because we've been stuck with the same guys for a long time, bro.
Yeah, we're stuck with Sean Strickland not wanting to fight anyone at rank number 1.
That brings me to the next question. Who's Drake is fighting next? And I think Strickland's gonna get that rematch, bro.
Well, Dana White came out and said Sean Strickland's gonna get the title shot, which I think is bullshit.
I don't, man. It was a close fight. Strickland's last fight with Costa wasn't entertaining, but he won easily. And he had a close fight. Drickus, a lot of people said he won that fight. So I want to see the rematch. I don't think there's anybody in title contention besides Strickland and Whitaker. There's Whitaker, but Whitaker's booked against Hamzat.
Which is why I'm so mad Whitaker took that fight. He was right. He had a way better title. Like he could have fought for it ahead of Strickland. Yeah. He could have had it.
But Whitaker, he's game, man. He's game. He's
game. But you know what? Like because I listened to his podcast. It's pretty good. But what he said on there was like, look, I'm gonna fight anyone they put in front of me. And look, if he beats fucking Shamaev, no one or anything can stop Whitaker from getting the next title shot. Plain and simple. So I get his reasoning. It bums me out a little bit. But you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah, I would love to see. I can't wait for the Whitaker Hamzat fight. I think that's an amazing fight. I think it's on a pay-per-view coming up in like 2 pay-per-views. It's going to be a good one, man.
I think the next pay-per-view is my boy Sugar Sean.
We'll be going over that soon. USA De Noche.
Yes.
We got also Valentina on the trilogy fight with Alexa Grasso, baby. So you guys got to stay tuned because we're going over a badass next one on the pay-per-view, bro.
And don't forget my boy T-City, Brian Ortega fighting Diego Lopez. That fight has been remade.
Hopefully it happens. We'll see.
And now, that was the MMA Neighborhoods coverage, post coverage of UFC 305. And you know what? Just thank you for everyone for listening. We all love it. Make sure to comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. But wait, where can they do that on YouTube, Devin, if they want to follow us?
At MMA Neighborhood.
What about the IG?
MMA Neighborhood _Grant.
And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit like I can always continuously say, because it's not the MMA Neighborhood without you. I am Steven.
I'm Devin.
And we'll see you all when we go over UFC 306.
Let's go.